Have you ever wondered if your spam filter secretly judges your life choices? Probably does. That little digital gatekeeper is a critic, a connoisseur of chaos, trained to spot the vulgar and the fraudulent. This is the old guard of artificial intelligence, the traditional AI. It's a magnificent machine for sorting, for labeling, for saying yes or no. It can diagnose a disease from a scan with terrifying accuracy, a task of immense judgment. It can predict stock market trends, essentially critiquing the financial world's every move. But have you ever asked it to write a poem about the loneliness of a forgotten password? Of course not. That would be absurd. Its job is to understand the box, not to think outside of it. Now, let's waltz into a different gallery, one where the AI isn't the critic but the artist. This is the realm of generative AI, the wild, paint-splattered newcomer.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Hold on tight.
This AI doesn't just recognize a cat. It dreams of a cat made of starlight, riding a bicycle on the moon, and then paints it for you. It's powered by different machinery, you see. The critic AI often relies on what we call supervised learning, meticulously studying millions of labeled examples, like an art historian memorizing every brushstroke of the Dutch masters. The artist AI, however, uses things like generative adversarial networks, or GANs, which is a bit like two AIs locked in a duel of creation and critique until something entirely new is born. One AI, the generator, creates an image, and the other, the discriminator, tries to call its bluff to see if it's a fake. Imagine a master forger trying to fool a seasoned art detective over and over, millions of times a second, until the forgeries are indistinguishable from masterpieces. That's the chaotic, beautiful dance that gives us AI-generated art and prose. So here we are, caught between the stern librarian and the wild-eyed poet. This brings us to the real debate, the question humming beneath the silicon. Is this distinction just a fun little allegory, or is it the central drama on the road to what we really want? And what is it that we really want? Let's be honest, we want a friend. We want a humanoid robot, a C-3PO with a bit more sass, a Data with a better grasp of humor. We're seeing glimpses of it, aren't we? Boston Dynamics robots are doing parkour that would make a seasoned athlete weep. Tesla's Optimus is gingerly folding laundry, a task many humans still find a profound existential challenge. But are these robots critics or artists? Right now, they are sublime critics, executing predefined tasks with brutal efficiency. They are following the rules of physics and programming to the letter. But will Optimus ever decide the laundry is boring and suggest ordering pizza instead? Will it ever look at a mess and see not a problem to be solved, but an opportunity for creative reorganization? For a robot to be a true partner, a companion, it surely needs both souls dwelling within its metallic shell.
And here I want to add some more context to this debate. That is, whether these two souls of AI, artificial intelligence, inside a robot can exist or not. One is the critic, that means which is the master of judgment. And this is the old guard of artificial intelligence. It's a magnificent machine, no doubt, for sorting, labeling, and predicting. And it's the logician in the machine trained on vast datasets to recognize patterns and make decisions with terrifying accuracy. It knows the rules, and its job is to enforce them. And another is the artist, that means the architect of novelty. This is the newcomer, the generative force that doesn't just recognize a cat, but dreams of one made of starlight. It's a chaotic, beautiful dance of creation and critique, resulting in things that have never existed before. So it does not follow rules. it invents new games. And if you think about the accuracy, 99.8%, you can see the figure here in this infographic page. Accuracy in tasks like medical scan analysis or fraud detection, this generative AI can do it magnificently. And this level of precision comes from analyzing millions of labeled examples. And in this artificial intelligence debate, this is the traditional AI, that is 99.8% accuracy, and this generative AI, that means it creates the GAN model, that means generative AI, that is the artist. And here we can see the difference. Analytical AI, the critic, which is focus in the model development, it is 35%, and the focus in AI model development is 65% for the generative AI or the artist. This adversarial process repeats millions of times, forcing the generator to create increasingly realistic and novel outputs. And it's a big game changer. It's a big shift, a shifting of focus. That means generative versus analytical AI models, and it's a kind of tale of two minds. While both are forms of AI, their core attributes could not be more different. And this radar chart shows us that if you think about the logic, the critic, that means the traditional AI, it scores around 9%, 90%, and the artist scores only 40%. But if you think about the novelty, the artist scores about 90%, and the traditional AI scores only 20%. And certainty, the traditional AI scores 10% out of, 100% out of 100, and the artist, it scores only 30%. And generation, that means a new thinking, imagination, and all other kind of things, generative AI scores 100%, but the traditional AI scores only 10%. And in the prediction level, the traditional AI is 90%, and the generative AI is only 30%. But comes to creativity, the artist scores 90%, generative AI scores 90%, and the traditional AI scores only 20%. So this radar chart tells all the things that while both are forms of AI, their core attributes could not be more different. One seeks certainty within known boundaries, the other explores the boundless possibilities of the unknown. Understanding their strengths reveals the path forward. And if you think about the synthesis of these two different kinds of AI in our robotic partners, our robotic companion, to build a true partner, we need more than a machine that follows orders. We need one that can improvise, empathize, and create. The future humanoid robot must be a fusion of the flawless logician and the unpredictable artist. That means inside your robot partner in the future lies a logician and also an artist. So that will be an integrated mind, logic, that means the critic, the critical part, plus the creativity, that means the artistic part. And it becomes a true partner which will understand the context, offers novel solutions, and exhibits empathy. So, current advanced robots like Boston Dynamics, Atlas are sublime critics, mastering physics and predefined tasks. The next leap requires injecting the soul of the artist into it and makes it a complete robot.
Needs the critic's cold, hard logic to navigate a world of sharp corners and unforgiving gravity. It must understand that stepping into traffic is, critically speaking, a bad idea. But it also needs the artist's spark. It needs the ability to generate a novel solution, to tell a joke that wasn't in its database, to offer a comforting gesture that is not just a programmed response but a creative act of empathy. Are we just building incredibly sophisticated mimics? Is the creativity of generative AI just a high-tech collage, a remix of the billions of human creations it was trained on? When a generative AI writes, "I love you," is it an artist expressing a feeling, or a critic perfectly replicating a pattern it has seen in romantic novels? The question remains whether this furious debate between the nature of AIs will lead to anything concrete. Will fusing the flawless logician with the unpredictable creator finally give us our mechanical atom? Or will we find that in our quest to build a perfect partner, we've only managed to create a perfect mirror, reflecting our own logic, our own art, and our own profound, unanswered questions about the nature of a soul? And when that robot finally turns to us, will it see a friend or just another dataset to analyze?
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.